Welcome everybody to the trades of the week. Oh my goodness, we are going to discuss the death cross in cryptos. What does that mean? I think what I think is going to be different to you. And also we're going to be discussing Grayscale is going to be putting 30 new cryptocurrencies on. Which ones are the ones they're going to be buying? And we're going to be discussing silver, what are the uses of silver as an industrial metal, and much, much more. So let's get started. My name is Marcus de Maria and Dennis Sahlström. We're going to be taking you through the trades of the week. Let's get started. All right, Dennis. So what do you think? What has happened?
Well, what I think is that the market has been very interesting, but we've actually been taking a lot of profit.
What does interesting mean? When I say interesting, at home, when I say, how's the food, Daddy? And I go, well, it's interesting, they go, oh, he doesn't like it.
I've never had anything like it. That's good. Well, I've never seen anything like it. So what we've been seeing in the past week is that the tech market has been ramping higher, made an all-time high, while the Dow Jones, the 30 biggest companies, has been going down together with silver and cryptos. So it's great to once again see that not all the markets are following the same pattern, because that allows us to take profits in some of the assets, while some of them we're getting in more in, for example.
Which is why diversification, asset allocation is so important. Remember, we're going to be discussing several strategies, which is very important. We're going to be going long, we're going to be going short in different asset classes as well.
Yeah, so last week we have electronic arts. It broke above, but then now it came down, took us out at a 3% because we did take our stop loss higher after the breakout. So now we got stopped out at a 3% win, which was awesome.
3%. By the way, in the Buffalo, remember this is 3% on our entire portfolio, not just the money invested, our entire portfolio. So that's a good one.
Are we milking a cow?
Well, it's not really a milking of the cow. We killed the cow. Okay, well, let's keep going.
Herd.
Oh
okay,
my goodness,
okay,
that's
fine.
kind of true. But
yeah. Okay, so then we have AMD.
Yeah.
We did raise the stop loss on this one as well. Unfortunately, it just peaked us out there. Peekaboo.
We could have got another 1% there, Dennis.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No emotions.
No emotions. So 1%, we're up to 4% so far. And then we can move on. Alarm, which still is just hovering about there a little bit in profit. So we're not doing anything there yet. And then we have BRP as well. We made 3% on that as well.
As long as you don't mention Booz Allen, I don't care. Just keep going.
Get
No way! Are we not out of Booz Allen?
We are, last time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, fine. So this actually peaked up to 3%, depending on where you had your take profit. Otherwise, if you did take your stop loss up like we did last time,
2% maybe
2%, yeah.
Yeah. So what are we recording though?
Oh, well, let's do 2%. Yes,
okay,
because we can. Yeah, 2%. Yeah, so I did do 3% because I saw this big candle, reversal candle here. I took my stop loss just under it, but that was obviously in the middle of the week. So that was outside trades of the week.
Ah, a nice reverse hammer there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then EQI.
By the way, do comment below if you have also taken advantage of some of these. Give us some feedback. That's why we do this, right? If we think nobody's doing this, then what's the point of this channel, right? So let us know below. Please comment.
Yeah, absolutely. So this one we're a little bit in minus, so just going back and forth a bit. Avia, we are quite a bit in profit here, which is awesome. So what I'm going to do now, for the first time, is put a stop loss in.
Is this live, Dennis? Going live to the studio.
Going live. Oops, I'm moving there. Okay.
What are you doing?
It was a mistake, sorry. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to do the stop loss.
Yes.
And I'm going to put it in approximately 1% profit here, because what I hope, well, I'm going to leave it a little bit of room to breathe here, but what I hope is it's going to go up to this level and then reverse lower just to retest. So I hope so. I just want to keep in this. I'm going to just take it down to around 1% there.
So I noticed you used a word there, Dennis, hope. So this is the kind of the hope strategy. Very powerful, the hope strategy. You might want to write down the rules for that. The rules for the hope strategy are?
It's not the hope strategy. It's more like a probability strategy.
That's much better. Yeah. We like that. Okay, very good.
And then frog, with a bit of minus in that one as well. You should never eat a bad frog.
Yeah, but... Yeah.
Could be. Yeah.
Could be.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
And then BRTS was slightly in profit on that one.
Gosh, we're in a lot of trades, right?
We are in loads of them.
This is why I keep tuning in, because you're going to also be looking at... And by the way, you can sometimes get into a better position. Remember, when we're in a loss situation, it means you can actually get better you can get in with a better price than we actually can as well.
And then Inc. and BR, it was no trade. We put the order in above this consolidation area, and it just kept going down. So I'm not going to enter this now. I'm going to cancel this order.
No trade.
So no trade on that one.
Okay.
VMC, we're a little bit in profit on that one.
Holy
we entered that
moly.
last week. Last week we had this big red candle, and it just kept going down. So now we had a good candle yesterday. So that would be the candle that I put the order on. So this could be a good one still. And SFT as well, around break even. And then we have 2 new ones for this week as well.
All right, before we go on to the new... holy moly, that's a lot that we are in at the moment.
Yeah.
So it is good. So basically what we're seeing in the markets is that, remember that the Fed met and they were going to see whether they were going to raise interest rates. And they have, in fact, decided that they're going to do that next year. So it's like, are we going to do it next year? And they could change that, right? But generally speaking, raising interest rates is not good for the market. Remember, the Bank of England meets this week to do the same thing, to make that decision, and they're likely to follow as well. If this happens, this is also bearish. It's also bearish. What do you think, Dennis?
Yeah, I mean, we are due for a bear market at some point, I would say, in stocks as well, especially just printing more money, putting that into the market. But I actually saw something very interesting. Both inflation but also deflation is quite bad for the markets. So both of them are. But one thing to keep an eye out for
and we're going into a kind of an inflationary mode, which is why both the Bank of England and the Fed are looking to raise their interest rates.
Yeah, and one thing to keep a close eye on is the DXY. This is a dollar index, the US dollar index, because when dollar goes up, usually the stock market starts to collapse a little bit.
That's what's called a negative intercorrelation, and there are around 7 to 10 of these. It is quite interesting to know. Like the interest rates and the big
VIX
word, right?
And But this one is a good one. So if it does break above 93, so make a note of that. If it does break above 93, we could start to see the dollar index to make higher highs and higher lows. And then the stock market would have a reverse effect, because people normally sell their assets into dollars. So then dollar goes up, assets goes down. So that's just a good thing to keep an eye out for. So until we break this, I'm not worried, but the Nasdaq made an all-time high yesterday. The Dow Jones made a big reversal yesterday to the upside, so we have to see. But we are in a danger zone, I would say. It is getting a little bit, so make sure you do follow strategies properly.
No, it's so important that we are always, especially with the Buffalo, we are diversified up and down, or hedged up and down. So let's have a look. What have we got here? We got one up, one down, hopefully.
We do, actually. We have Calu. So this is the Kaiser Aluminium. Well, I can't say it.
I think there's the American version's aluminum.
Aluminum, okay.
I don't know why, it's aluminum. Okay.
Yeah, and it looks good. We have a solid upward trend. We have a good risk-reward ratio, and we're good to go on this.
That looks tight. Is that really a 3-to-1 optical illusion? It looks like, just about 3-to-1.
It's about 3-to-1.
There you go. That's why the chart does it. Remember, the charting software that we use is called Trading View, and it is absolutely fantastic, and it is free.
It is the best part. And then we have XLNX as well, Xilinx Inc. And we have a downward trend here, a nice reversal candle yesterday.
Ooh, quite a long one though, quite a long one.
I would like to have a shorter one, so the one yesterday would have been better to have the order on. So we might want to see if there's a retest to get a better entry point.
What are you going to do? Are you going to put it 1% below there, or are you going to wait?
Well, I actually did get in yesterday on this.
I can't believe it. He's always looking for a red candle at the top, and now he gets in. I can't believe it.
It was a reversal candle.
Because it was a doji.
Because it's a doji, exactly.
Fine. Yeah. Very, very good. Those sneaky little reversal candles.
Yeah, but you see, we are in several positions, and comment below, like Marcus said, are you in any of these? And if you are, which ones are you in? It would be cool to see which ones you're taking action on.
Very good. And now we're going to turn to the crypto market, and I'm going to get very serious here because we have a death cross. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that's good. Well done. Yeah. All right. So a number of traders believe in this because obviously this is good technical analysis. When the 50 moving average over a 50, let's say a day period, and the 200 moving averages, they cross to the downside. By the way, the golden cross is when they cross to the upside, but here it's to the downside. And there it is. Couldn't you have used some more deathly colors? They are like very bright and summery colors.
Well, we're positive in this room.
Okay, we're very positive. All right. Okay. So there it is. And so that, generally speaking, well, what do you think? Come on, I want to hear you first, and then I'll tell you what I think.
Okay. Well, I think I think it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. People panic, people get scared. So that's the reason it works. Does it necessarily mean we're in a bear market? No. So just to go back in history, because history is a great teacher for us, we do see, well, not on this chart, we're not. But if we go to another Bitcoin chart, we do see that it usually does cross. And it could be a fake cross as well. The market has fallen very fast this time as well. So I don't think it's just one indication that we might be getting into a bear market, but it's not this is it, right? It's not like that. So I think it could be an indication.
I think, okay, so you're right about the self-fulfilling prophecy, but what generally happens, especially with moving averages, is that, and this is, by the way, is a long-term thing that institutions generally use, not necessarily retail, us. So for the long term, this is like when you kind of get out. But that doesn't mean you're going to sell short now or anything like that. Remember that when it crosses here, especially on moving averages, that is such a lagging indicator. And what this basically means is by the time it has crossed, this thing has gone down by a lot. It's already gone down massively. So I'm a contrarian on this, I'm sorry to tell you. I actually think that I'm going to continue with my strategy, the CCA, and I am going to, notwithstanding the death cross, I am going to continue snapping up, only if they fall into a certain percentage, any crypto that I think has huge potential gains over the upside. That is where the large money is made. Remember that, what if now, suddenly, with all the positive news that's happening in the market, I can tell you some of the positive news. People like an asset management firm, Point72, they have 22 billion under assets. He said, listen to this, I'm doing a deep dive into crypto, I'm fully converted. Right? I think that means he's converted to the positive, not converted to the negative, right? So people are getting in, people are buying more and more, they're snapping it up, PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, etc. To me, when I remember in 2017, where this kind of a thing happened and then it carried on going down, there was a lot of promise of a lot of things happening, which just didn't occur. It was too early on. But now 4 years later, or 3.5 years later, and that's why I think we've got another half year to go. That's me personally. You've got to do what you think.
And what do you think? Comment below. So let us know what you think. And Are you scared at the moment? But just to iterate what you said, Marcus, look at this. Look at the Fear and Greed Index. We are now at 10. It's very unusual. We are at 10. There's an extreme fear in the market. The death cross, right? Everybody's speaking about that. But what we're seeing behind the curtains is exactly what you said, right? The bigger players are getting in more, and on-chain data is showing that the whales, who also are the bigger players, but the longer-term investors are gobbling. Is that a good one?
Yeah, it's
gobbling up Bitcoin and cryptos and sending them to their wallets at these levels. So these are more, I would say, the people that get in around maybe the 40, the 30, the 40, the 50, and profit taking as well, and that are selling the most. The people that are new, because you who have been in this market for a long time, you're like, oh, here we go again. It's just the volatility you're getting used to.
Absolutely. Let's have a look at some. Do you have any from last time, or is it just the same?
It's very much the same on a lot of them. We have a new entry point on all of them almost, so there's down another 10%.
All right, let's go through this quickly then. If you went in at minus 46 from a recent high, there is your next entry point.
That's cool. So this is actually on the 200 moving average, which could act as a support as well.
Yeah, see, now I like moving averages like that as a support mechanism, much better than crossing. It's such a lagging indicator.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and what else?
And then XRP down 63% approximately.
Okay, if you like that one.
ICP the same, is also down 82% at the moment.
Yeah, that one.
So that's down a lot.
Definitely down on that one.
And XRP, or BNB, sorry, the same. We're down around 60% on this one.
Yeah.
A little bit, like that. And then we have VeChain as well. So VeChain is down 70%. Sorry, and VeChain is down 70% as well, so really fallen.
These are some great ones, by the way. Do your own research, but these are some really, really solid ones here.
Cardano down 47%.
Wow, imagine people are buying up here at around $2. You get in at $1.10.
And this, look, it looks bullish still, right? It does look bullish still. You have this support level here, so it's interesting. So if you thought, a lot of people no, I'm not buying now, but you bought higher. So make sure you do your research on these.
Okay, very good.
Polkadot, the same. Link, the same.
Yeah.
We have Monero, we looked at that last week. We have Cake as well. All of them are down. Theta as well, down 55%. Polkadex also down 62%.
That's not Polkadot is not one of the big ones,
no,
really,
it's
right?
Not.
So that's I think we should take that one out. I mean, it's okay, but the one I like is Matic, the next one. That one I really, really like.
Yeah, Matic. This is a new one for this week, and one of the reasons is Grayscale, for example. They're looking at that.
That is nicely good. Thank you. So Grayscale, which of course is the biggest fund out there for institutions to be able to get in, is considering adding more crypto assets, another 13. So the 13 additional crypto assets are, you might want to write this down very quickly, 1inch, Bancor, Curve, ICP. Could it go up? Could it go up? ICP. Carver. I don't think I am in Carver. Dennis, why am I not in Carver? Carver? What the hell is Carver? Kyber Network, Loopring, Nia, Polygon, which is Matic, which is this one here. Boom, boom. Ren, Solana. You've got to check out Solana. You've got to check out Solana. It is the fastest blockchain out there, building a huge ecosystem. SOL, can we have a quick look at it? Is that possible?
That is possible.
Or is that going to throw you off? Is that good?
No, that's good. There we go.
Right, here we go. This one here, I tell you what, it has gone up massively from almost nothing to around $60. It's come back to $24. That for me is a great entry point. In fact, I might get in again as well because I've been getting in and trying to lower my average cost there because I kind of missed it a little bit. I actually wanted to get into the ICO and for whatever reason I didn't. Idioto. So so Solana, that's a good one. Please do your own research. Universal Market Access.
Yeah.
UMA. Am I in that one?
No.
And why not? And 0x. So that's the ticket ZRX. There's some good ones there. Really, really good ones. And they're already considering some, or in consideration, Aave, Cardano, Compound. These are good. Compound, Cosmos, EOS. EOS, really? What does EOS do? It doesn't do anything. Flow, MakerDAO, Monero, Numeraire, Polkadot. My goodness. There's a lot.
And what you might see with all of these are that most of them are actually infrastructure plays. So they are doing some really big things. Now, the two ones we're looking at this week would be Matic. This is what they do actually is they're helping, in a way, Ethereum to scale. So you can actually use Matic to buy and sell crypto assets on the Ethereum network a lot cheaper. So they're really solving that problem because Ethereum is really expensive at the moment. So that's one of the things. So this is a really good one, we think.
Yep.
Next one is MakerDAO. This is actually the biggest DeFi project that has the most amount of money in it. So, for example, if you're gonna do lending, for example, you're gonna just use MakerDAO to put your money on there to do lending to earn some extra money, and this is the biggest platform for that. So the bigger than Cake and Bake, for example.
Yeah.
They're bigger than the other ones.
Oh, wow, okay.
And then you have Solana as well, also minus 60%. So here you have a couple of really good ones to have a look at.
It is scary to be getting in at these prices, so you've got to have a strategy which gets you in at a certain percentage and you know exactly where to get in. Otherwise, you're going to be all over the place. So have a look at that. Let us know whether you agree or disagree. Let's get a conversation started because this is very important. Now do you know what they say? They say in a kind of a recession, a bear market or whatever, is where fortunes are made. Obviously not now, it's later when it turns back into a bull market. Okay, that's awesome. Now let's move to our VCA strategy and then we're going to look at our results.
Yes.
I mean, it looks all very bad, but actually it's not. Our results are really good. Okay, so what do you want to discuss some of the old ones first? Coin,
yeah, we
really?
can do it.
All right, Coin hasn't moved. Next.
Yeah, exactly. Twitter, we're taking 15% out because that went down to our stop loss, so that's good.
Fantastic.
Milking the cow? No, okay, fine.
Not really.
Okay. And then we have DLTR still at 3%, not really moving. Spotify down 37%, so make sure you have a look at that.
Okay.
AG, we took 15% because it did crash down, took us out to 15%.
Well done. That's why it's such a good idea when you reach that point to have that stop loss to allow the profits to continue as long as possible. But just in case they don't, boom, you're out. Fantastic.
Yeah, and REGN, we're still plus 9.3%.
Yeah.
AstraZeneca, we're up around 13%, so a little bit more on that one.
By the way, do you remember that Oxford AstraZeneca, so that's Oxford Medical and AstraZeneca, this is probably the jab, the vaccine that you have had probably, right? Especially in the UK.
Yeah, could be.
Could be the Pfizer one.
Could be the Pfizer one.
Am I still in Pfizer? I think I'm still in Pfizer.
Yeah, you're doing well.
I need to check that out.
Yeah, and then we have also the Marine Max, the one that are doing all the boats and everything, and they're looking really strong, really good, strong fundamentals. And yesterday we got a nice reversal candle, so I think this could be a good one.
Okay.
So we'll see. But then we have a new one. We're getting into. We have been in and out of this. This is in the silver market, and this is PAS. I'm getting into PAS.
Pan American Silver Corp. For some reason, I think I'm always in it. Like you seem to be going in and out. Holy moly! Look at that. Now that is a beautiful buffalo, right there.
It is.
I mean, do I know my animals or what? That is a buffalo. It's weird. Well, this doesn't look like a buffalo, but it looks like a stock buffalo. So what are you going to do on this one? Are you going to trade it? Because it does look like, you can get in, you can get out, you can get in, you can get out, you can get in, you can get out. That looks pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And
the thing is, right, what's funny is that these moves are more than 20%, which means when you're using VCA, it doesn't matter if you use VCA and Buffalo in this because you will be getting in and out.
This is a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one.
So I'm doing a VCA, but I actually do both. I have one account I actually do the Buffalo on this as well. I have the stop loss
That's a good one.
below this candle here, which is the lowest. But then you can do a VCA as well. And what's cool with doing a VCA is that it doesn't matter if it falls more.
Well, while you discuss this, I would like to ask people, comment below if you know what is silver used for. What is silver used for? Just comment below. We're going to carry on talking, but comment below if you think you know what silver is used for. Go on.
So we can use both strategies on this. But VCA is good because it's a quality company, which means if it falls more, I'm going to get in again. But you need to have enough money to get in if this falls more as well.
Yeah, it has been suffering a lot because of the pandemic, because obviously it is an industrial metal as well as used for jewelry. But now that we're coming out of the pandemic, and the machine of commerce is kicking back into gear, then maybe it looks like it could be going in. And what I really like could be going up. I think what I like is this confluence of the fact that it's down minus 22% for our VCA, but it's also sideways for our Buffalo. We're not going to put a stop loss on this, however.
And what do we have here?
What do we have here?
Green
we have a green candle, and it's a reversal candle. It's very hammer-like. See, it actually looks like a hammer. Well, it did just now. Now you zoomed out again. But anyway, so that's fine. So now, for those of you who don't know, here's some of the uses of silver. So, for example, fuses, connector contacts, switches, semiconductors, solar panels, and the list goes on. Okay, so because of the pandemic, obviously not being used as much, but now as it's kicking back into gear, prices should go back up again. So let us know whether you agree with this or not down below, because we are now going to go to, that's the only one you've got, right?
Yeah, that's the only one we have.
Oh, it's a good one. All right, so we're going to go into our results. I'd love to know whether you've got these kind of results. Okay, here they are on the 21st of June. On the 21st of June, we are going to have, must be a Swedish thing, 21st of June, we are going to have the stock result Buffalo. We add another 7% on that, ka-ching, which is absolutely amazing.
No, well.
Which brings us up to 40% on our total portfolio. Also, VCA hasn't, plus 70%. Now we're up to 430, but that's on the money invested. Okay, money invested. Cryptocurrency hasn't changed. We're still in a lot of things. No milking along the way, but the milking, there's a time to sow and there's a time to reap.
Wise words.
And then there's a time to feed the cow, and then there's a time to milk the cow. Now is not the time to milk the cow.
Now the cow is bleeding because now it's falling. No, it's not a good end. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
It does.
Well, because if you don't milk them, they start bleeding?
No, because all the red candles, price is going down. The cows are, no?
Oh, okay. I went somewhere totally different.
We're cutting this out. Okay.
All right, brilliant. So, look, please do comment below if you're getting any of these kind of returns. And obviously, if you want to learn any of the strategies to get these kind of returns, then there's going to be something up here right now for you to click on. So make sure that you do that, right? You want to learn the strategies with rules, specific rules. There's 5 rules. You need to know those. Okay? Is there anything else you'd like to mention?
Yes, what we would like to mention as well is, because I know a lot of you are eager to learn, not only do you follow these videos, but down below in the description, you will also be able to download the books. So we have the Lunchtime Trader written by Marcus himself. We will learn everything about stocks. And we have a crypto book as well. So if you go down in the description, you will be able to download those in English, but also in Swedish. So if you are from Scandinavia and you do enjoy Swedish more, then you can get that book as well. And for everyone else, of course, then we have the English version as well.
seems very unfair. You say Scandinavians. There's the Norwegians. There's the Danish. There seems very unfair.
I can't speak Danish well. I can actually. But yeah. Well.
Okay, fine. So I hope you enjoyed this week's Trades of the Week. Please do comment below. It's so important for us. And also like this video, which I really hope you did and you learned a lot. And also subscribe to this channel. Dennis, this is so... Have you subscribed to the channel?
Yes.
This is
absolutely.
Okay, good. So this is so important for you to do, so you never miss out of where we're getting into, where we're getting out to. Why would you want to miss out on these kind of gains? So please do make sure you subscribe, never miss out, and we will look forward to seeing you next week.